politics every day. You might have noticed that your colleagues in the Inquirer look a little bit tired today. Last night was rather eventful. The Inquirer, together with their counterparts from other media organizations in the country, had to scramble for one of the biggest headlines of the year. Shortly before 10 in the evening, Janet Lim Napoles, a fugitive wanted for illegal detention and a central figure in a graft and corruption scandal, surrendered to me. She has been taken into custody by the proper authorities, after which she will undergo due process and face the charges filed against her. In place of a manhunt, the real hunt can now resume, the hunt for the truth, which I have pledged to our people will go wherever and to whomever the evidence will lead. From last night up to this moment, we are seeing the interplay between two institutions, the government and the media, play out. As media asks us questions about what took place and we answer, with both sectors accountable to one audience, constantly judging our every move, which is of course our people. This interaction can be complicated and noisy. I can only hope and expect that the people we serve know that we are both trying in our own ways to arrive at the same place, the truth. What is taking place is of course colored by our own history and culture. For instance, given the experience of oppression and censorship during our martial law period, Philippine media is especially concerned with checking power, as well as issues of graft and corruption. This is how Janet Lim Napoles became such a central figure in our recent consciousness. Revelations by whistleblowers have shown not only the corruption of the past, it also demonstrates the constant need to keep 2 steps ahead of those constantly plotting on how to evade the law. Perhaps in your own countries, you have also observed the different roles that you play. A watchdog against abuse of power, a partner in strengthening economic and international relations, or a combination of every possible function. Last night, in the rush to get the story out, we Filipinos saw the most fundamental, most critical role of media in society, and that is to inform. It is a role that does not change. No matter what country you are from, in times of calamity or success, it is still the media that, no matter how briefly, brings all sectors together in order to make sense of what is going on and where it is headed. More than anyone else, you know how important it is to uphold integrity and truth in your reports, especially today with our 24-hour news cycle. Given the advent of new media and technology, and with it a greater and more direct engagement with the public, media can now reach anyone, anywhere, making your responsibilities even greater. All these factors make you an essential contributor to national development. This is what makes you a firm partner of your respective peoples. In these moments, your newsrooms are filled with animated debates concerning the need to get it first or get it right. There is also the matter of how best to inform, and perhaps even more. And perhaps even move the public without alarming them or fueling speculation. You also know that these considerations should not be weighed only for breaking news. As one of the most influential sectors in your respective countries, I hope that every single day you ask yourselves, how do I contribute to improving these flawed human institutions in order to contribute to the betterment of society? I myself am very much aware of the pride that media takes in speaking truth to power. As a matter of fact, I begin my day by perusing the broadsheets, both in order to gauge public opinion and to understand and comprehend all sides. No one is perfect, neither myself nor our system of government, and we must always be receptive to criticism delivered out of a desire to help. It is the consensus among your peers, I am told, that the vital role of print media in this day and age is to provide context and to explain just what the news means. At its best, your work brings to our attention trends and occurrences that leaders like myself may otherwise not be aware of, given that matters that occupy our crowded days. You can also serve to elevate the level of discourse, given the variety of opinions and viewpoints competing for attention on national, regional, and even global issues. Suffice it to say, I have always had great faith in the power of a professional, responsible, and truthful media. The public you serve, I can say this for the Philippines, and I believe it is very much the case in your own respective countries, has set the burden of truth very high. Research and rigorous fact-checking, the laying out of context, and the virtues of patience and justice are all required of us. By the very nature of our professions, whether in media or in public service, we are expected to prove our worthiness of public trust on a daily basis. So you can understand how pleased I am to see all of you here today at an event that allows you the chance to talk with each other and to share your experiences and perhaps educate people like me who are sometimes labeled ignorant to so many things. And perhaps you will allow me, an avid follower of news and media outlets, to make a suggestion, one that I've already made to your Filipino colleagues. Functions like these are the perfect venue for regional media to get together and discuss the possibility of common standards, to share what is the norm in your countries as regards ethical boundaries and fair and honest reporting. For instance, your profession's inherent advocacy for truth and justice can be turned inward and used to examine how media can be more responsible and more efficient. This can only redound to the benefit of your organizations and ultimately to the benefit of the people we all serve. I hope you do not mind that I make this request. This is the same thing I tell all my colleagues in public and others that I have the chance to speak with. No matter what sector we are from, we do not have the luxury of complacency, especially when we all desire what is good for our country, the region, and the world. Being president, I will be the first to admit that this is not easy, but I believe it requires of me the same things your profession requires of you: a true desire to serve, a firm commitment to integrity, and a determination to do the right thing all the time. Beyond entertainment and advertising, beyond even earning a living, it is the obsession with the truth and the untiring quest for facts that will help each and every one of us navigate this increasingly complex world and find success, not only for ourselves, but for the public we serve. Thank you. Good evening.